They go play action here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Big play there on the first play of the game. 67 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. They'll take this from the 9 to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kalen Ballage with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Going after right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Seahawks.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. First down as he gets this to the 47. And 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by Trey.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A gain of
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Baldwin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On play action, it's Wentz. Looking downfield, and this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34. They'll try and run it into Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
It's a loss.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And the ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6.
Wentz's pass.
No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No gain.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Drop 6 yards on the play. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On the toss, here's Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Justice Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. McCann's got it teed up. Green to bring it back. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line, 31-yard line. A big run there by Jones, 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. It's Baldwin. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Ed Oliver made
not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Aaron Jones, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The line of scrimmage.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Carr to throw on second down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Henry Ruggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it out. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Green to bring it back. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
At the 29-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Jacob Phillips on the tackle.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
One guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Green to bring it back. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Marcus Green on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Ashton.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And the Seahawks.
And I know you can't really see it, But that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, ended up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On second down, it's Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Hard on the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes this Washington 42. Seahawks 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Seattle.
On first down, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a play fake. Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes this Washington 42. Seahawks 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. On play action, Wentz. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. That pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D-lineman, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Here's a run with Ballage. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kalen Ballage with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
24. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. We might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports.
Seahawks.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run on first down. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12.
Second and 12. Play action. Now Wentz. That's complete to Dissler, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
7 yards.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
First and
a well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Wentz. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down now. It's Jones, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
His kick.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes this Washington 56. Seahawks 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. With another return now, here's Westbrook.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
On the ground, this is Hill. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, now Carr. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run with Hill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 9-yard
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
in 2nd and inches.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes this Washington 63. Seahawks 31.
McCann's got it teed up. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 49. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Only a yard. It's fourth down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
66.
And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He's brought down
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baldwin, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a game.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ashton Davis. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now 3rd down and
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll run here with Balaj. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. They go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped.